Welcome to Business Reporter's The Best of British Business campaign. Almost 400,000 electric vehicles were sold in the UK in 2024, a record number, and that trend looks to be continuing in 2025. So how can we ensure EV infrastructure keeps pace with growing demand? Let's hear from Ian Johnston, CEO of Osprey. Ian, welcome. Ian, there's lots of talk in the press about electric vehicles, electric vehicle infrastructure, where we're at. Break through some of the noise for us, if you would, and just tell us where we're at and where Osprey fit into that picture.
Yeah, George, of course, thank you. So we're at a really exciting moment in the transition because we're at a point now where we're seeing a true growth in the consumer demand for electric vehicles, despite what we're reading in the press or seeing on the news. So in the UK here now, we have the largest market for electric vehicles in the whole of Europe. We've seen a growth from 3% of sales being electric vehicles in 2020 to now 20% at the end of 2024. So 1 in every 5 new cars sold is a pure battery electric vehicles. Where Osprey come in is that we are the leading player in the parties that are deploying the critical infrastructure to get people on the go to recharge their vehicles up and down across the UK.
So it's obviously seen a lot of growth in the last few years, but why are you so confident that that growth will continue at that pace?
So this transition is underpinned by legally binding government targets to bring down global emissions. The 3 ingredients that people need to see before they can make the switch is firstly, that the vehicle can drive the miles they want it to drive. And we now see many EVs driving over 400 miles over a simple charge. Secondly, the price is of course important. And we've seen the cost of batteries come down 90% over the last 5 years. And then the third crucial ingredient is that people need to see that there's a vast nationwide network of charging infrastructure that gets them back on the go, that's easy to use and has the latest technology. And that's the part that Osprey bring to the party.
Let's talk a bit more about that infrastructure. What is the current state of EV infrastructure in the UK?
So today there's over 15,000 public rapid charge points across the UK, and Osprey has been the fastest growing network within that number. But this market will grow to over 80,000 charge points over the next decade. And what this will see is a network in the UK with over £1 billion in revenue every single year, of which Osprey is leading the pack today.
It sounds an exciting future, but what are the obstacles, what are the concerns around reaching that when it comes to EV infrastructure?
I think if you're a driver and you're looking to make that switch to an electric vehicle, the thing that concerns you is will you be able to use and rely upon the network? So reliability and ease of use are the critical ingredients that Osprey have always put at the centre of what we deliver to the drivers. We achieve this through the expertise of our team who've grown the network into what it is today. And we see the proof of what we build in the fact that in the ZapMap customer survey, we've been recommended as a top network 5 years running, and we're the only network to have that accolade. From an investor's perspective, the concern is more around which sites to invest in, which networks to invest in, and then how do you ensure that you invest at the right time? So not invest in too soon ahead of demand and ahead of the vehicles hitting the road. Now for Osprey, since our inception, part of our DNA has been a data-led approach to ensure we only invest in the best locations with the highest quality amenities, which is why you see us building with partners such as Starbucks and Burger King. So we're placing this infrastructure in the right location in places where drivers love to charge and spend their time.
You mentioned earlier about competitors. I want to drill into what sets you apart from your competitors in this field.
I think the quality of service is a key differentiator, but what delivers that service is the step we made from a technology perspective. So we've invested in and built the Osprey Iris platform, which is our own software system, and that enables us to have live control of the customer experience that drivers are experiencing at our sites, but it also enables us to stay ahead of the competition and to stay ahead of the technological advances that we're seeing all the time in this sector.
What next for Osprey? What does the future, the short to medium term future look like? And I suppose what does success look like to you?
Yeah. So we've come into 2025, as we know, as one of the largest networks, but also the most loved networks by our customers. I think the exciting thing for us is the fact that we know we have a secured pipeline of even more sites to roll out that will see us double the size of our network over the next 3 years. Now, as we double the size of the network and as millions of people make the switch to an electric vehicle, we will see our revenues not double, but double and double again over the coming years to grow us into a truly nationwide and truly profitable business.
I've been speaking to Ian Johnston, CEO of Osprey.